morning. My name is Ann Striggers. I'm Assistant Athletic Director for Mission and Engagement here at St. Francis High School. Today, I will be joined by Athletic Director Michael Pulowski and a group of students known as the Athletic Directors Council. These student athletes have been chosen by their coaches to represent their team. We have built a relationship with this group, a relationship of dialogue to learn and to communicate about issues in our sports, right? Building community through our teams and learning from one another. We invited this group today to talk about a couple of things we thought you might be interested in learning at St. Francis. Mr. Pulowski, let's begin.
Awesome. Thank you for everyone being here today. Thanks for all of our Athletic Director Council's members for being here today. I guess I'll jump into the first question for our group, and anybody that wants to start us off would be great. As an 8th grader, when you were making the decision for high school, what helped you make the decision to come here and play and go to school here at St. Francis?
I'm Caden Kendall. I'm on varsity golf, and I'm a senior. And for me, going into St. Francis was kind of a big deal because I came from public schools. I went to a public elementary school and a public middle school. And it was a big change. And I thought that religion, like the whole aspect of coming to a religious school was going to be really weird and really strange. But like, I loved how St. Francis included everyone, and they didn't make it feel awkward at all. And I felt really welcome there. And also, at the middle school I went to, most of my friends were planning on going to a different high school. So either way, if I went to the high school closest to my house, I would have had to kind of start fresh and meet new people. And so I thought that coming to St. Francis, where I would have better opportunities, would just be a better chance for me.
I'm Amelia Chanlis. I'm a senior, and I'm on girls varsity lacrosse. I loved how involved St. Francis students were in their clubs and their activities. They all had wonderful things to say about what they were involved in and just seemed so passionate. I was afraid of being pushed into like a box or like one specialization, but St. Francis showed me that I could be a bunch of different things. I could play sports, I could be involved in activities or the arts, and that was really important to me. So that's why I chose St. Francis.
I'm Carson Rawls, senior. I wrestle, play football. And one of the reasons why I chose St. Francis, coming from Texas, I didn't have a really big understanding of really much of anything in California at all. And me not knowing really anyone, the coaches made me feel really good because like I had a connection with them. And then being a freshman on being a freshman on the varsity team coming in, it felt really weird just because, I wasn't really connected with anyone like my freshman year because I didn't know anyone, but the team really made me feel good because they helped me along really and through some hardships my freshman year. That I still felt really great that I could go to the coaches and just talk to them, and throughout my whole high school career, the ups and downs of everything I've been through, they've really just helped me just push along and feel good and everything. And wrestling has brought me an enjoyment in high school, and it really made me feel good. The coaches in the St. Francis community within the athletics just made me feel really, really good. So, yeah.
My name's Cole Mason. I'm on varsity lacrosse, and I'm a senior. It's kind of funny because I live in Burlingame, which is like 45 minutes away. So St. Francis is kind of a reach for me. So, I kind of waited out and was thinking, 45 minutes for a way better school where I could feel welcomed, or, a close school. So, that's why I came to St. Francis, just the people around me.
So my name is Vineet Renate. I am a senior on the varsity swim and dive team. And whenever I put on a St. Francis suit, it means that I'm swimming for the team, not just for myself. Even with a somewhat individualized sport like swimming, it's not like at a meet, you're not trying to get a best time for yourself. You're trying to score points for the team. And while that may seem like a lot of pressure at first, it's actually proven to be like more beneficial for me, because the team is just like a group of people who will always be there to support you.
My name is Sydney Dunn. I'm on varsity field hockey and lacrosse. I'm a senior. For me, it's like wearing a St. Francis uniform is representing all those who attended or are associated with the school in the past and the present. So when you're wearing the jersey, you're showing off who the school is and what our values are. St. Francis, all my cousins, aunts, uncles, siblings. So growing up, I like practically idolized my older cousins and siblings who went there like every Friday night, like watching my cousins and then my older brother playing football. So I was kind of wearing brown and gold, like brown and white, a lot of my like youth, wearing my brother's old jerseys and stuff, and going into the end zone and like hearing the cannons and all that like every Friday. But it was definitely a huge part of my life, and I'm like lucky to be able to continue that legacy, which was really exciting. Like,
Hi, my name's Owen Kato. I'm a junior and I'm on varsity cross country. To me, when I put on a SF uniform, I always think of family and teamwork. And to be honest, it's really awesome and it feels good to represent a school that values what we call BRIC values, such as hope, family, integrity, and respect. And just knowing that we're representing this really encourages me to like be my best and to always push myself.
I'm Isabella Panaccioni. I'm on the varsity girls soccer team. My sophomore year, and like this is something like I'll remember my whole life, is we got the chance to play at Avaya Stadium against Lee. And that was a game that was just like really enjoyable because you're playing on this like gorgeous field, like this big stadium that professionals play of and like your idols play at. And then like so many Lancers ended up coming and supporting us, which was huge. And playing Lee was always super fun for me because I know a lot of my other teammates on that. So it was a fun, like respectable, competitive game.
Oh, my name is Isabel Cairns, and I am on the varsity track and cross country teams. And I was a freshman, and I was on a 4x4 with all seniors, and I was the anchor. And I got the baton in, I think we're in 4th place. And I started, and as I was going around the track, I was passing people. And when I got to the last 100, it was just me and one other girl. And what's really special about this meet was it was CCS finals. And so the entire 100 meters was lined with St. Francis, like coaches, athletes, and like everyone was screaming. And when I crossed the line, I ended up winning. And everyone like swarmed me. And it was just like the most positive energy. And I think that at a school other than St. Francis, I don't know if you would have gotten that positive energy. And it's really special to me just because those people became like my best friends, even though I was just a freshman. And I don't think that at another school I would have gotten kind of like the same respect and attitude that I got when I was a freshman, which was really nice.
Hi, my name's Lucy Coyle. I run varsity track and cross country, and I'm a junior. And one of my favorite St. Francis athletics memories would probably have to be a service trip that my cross country team and I went on last year. We finished practice and then we went to go serve the homeless dinner at a homeless shelter. And it was just such an awesome experience to like be with my teammates that normally I wouldn't see as much outside of a practice setting, and also integrate our school's philosophy. And it was just really awesome to help people in need alongside some of my best friends.
Adding on to that, I'm Carson Rawls, senior. I wrestle, play football. And experience for me is that when I was a sophomore, I was a CCS champion alongside with my teammate who was a freshman, and it felt great being the first CCS champions in the last couple span of years. Doing it with my teammate felt great because you feel like you're just representing the school very well, and a lot of the support from the coaches and alumni were there, and it felt great just to represent your school.
My name's Janessa Castrance. I'm a senior and I'm on varsity gymnastics. So yeah, for gymnastics, it's an individual sport, but at St. Francis, it's been really special because the team has been really supportive of me. We always coordinate to like eat out before a meet, and then even after, like because we end late for gymnastics meets, we would also go out to dinner Like I really enjoy like being on a team that's like really bonded, and I think that's what's important at St. Francis is the team.
I'm Taylor Schaefer, and I'm also on the swimming and diving team. And a memory that stands out is my sophomore year, we were having a dual meet, and our dual meets are on Thursdays, so it's just a random Thursday afternoon. And normally the stands are pretty empty because swimming isn't a super popular sport for like fans. And the lacrosse team was finishing up practice, and they came over at the end of one of our meets to cheer us on for the last final relays. And they all had their sticks and they were banging them and making a lot of noise. And it was really nice to know that as well as support within the teams, there's support between the teams at St. Francis. So it was cool that the lacrosse team showed up to cheer us on.
I'm Sohini, and I'm on varsity girls golf, and I'm a junior. And I would say my favorite memory with my team was when we went to team bonding to Sacramento. And girls golf is a very individual sport, and we'd never done team bonding before, but it was really fun to go on a long trip together. We got to know each other in the beginning of the season, and we got to meet another team that we wouldn't usually play. And it really just set us up for a great season because we all became friends and supported each other. And it made our practices more fun because we were all so close by the time the competition actually started for the season.
My name is Rachel Denzel. I'm a senior and I play water polo. Some of my favorite memories are just in the simple moments with my team. So on game days, for example, or home games, we do homework together for a couple hours after school. We're always helping each other with our stuff. And then we'll go over, we pray together before every game. We also go around in a big circle and we set goals for the game. We set goals for the team and personal goals. And then throughout the game, we hold each other accountable. We can support each other and cheer each other on. So with little things like that, it means a lot to know that you have such a good team around you.
I'm Jeffrey Zhang, and I'm a senior of the boys volleyball team. And just for some background, in the fall and winter seasons, volleyball players have different clubs that we play for, and it's separated by age groups every year, like 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s. And when we get into the school season, people that might have been either opponents or separated by like the age gap in teams, we get unified in school, and we get to work together as a unit and to understand people that might have potentially been like our rivals in the past. So I think that's a really cool part of our culture.
On the varsity basketball team, and something that I really appreciated from our season last year was the alumni coming back just to talk to us and give us advice how to get more out of our high school basketball experience, and just giving us their 2 cents on high school basketball. And yeah, I remember Logan told us one time to just really cherish like going out to eat, because he said looking back at high school basketball, that's honestly like one of the things that he misses the most, just going out and having a good time with his teammates.
Hi, I'm Sydney Stewart. I'm a junior and I'm on the varsity softball team. And I just think that the family culture at St. Francis is what stands out most for me. Just as a freshman, as an incoming freshman, I was definitely nervous because I knew how competitive and how good the softball team was at St. Francis. They made it to the CCS finals the year before I came to St. Francis, and I just knew that it was going to be really competitive and it wasn't going to be anything easy. But I definitely felt welcomed by the coaches, by the seniors definitely. And to this day, I still talk to the seniors and talk to them about college, what they're doing. They're still playing softball right now. And just, I think it helps me too, because I want to play softball in college, and they help prepare me for that. So.
My name's Antonio. I play football. I'm a senior. And one thing about St. Francis, like culture, is pride and poise. I feel like win or lose, we still compete. At the end of the day, we're brothers and sisters, and we treat each other like family.
Crystal Land, and I'm a senior and I'm on varsity basketball. And another reason why our program is so special is the bonding between the players, not only throughout the team itself, but with coaches. And the coaches really want to know you. They really get to know you throughout the season, and they really care about you, not only through sports, but through academics and your whole well-being.
I'm Swana Leah. I'm a senior, and I'm a part of the women's varsity volleyball team. And one tradition we have is we have these little groups called Ohana families, where we pair up people between the freshman team, the JV team, and the varsity team based on your position. And then before each game, we give each other motivational quotes and snacks and candy to kind of encourage each other. And this also helps us bring together this whole culture of a family that we have together as a whole program. And it also kind of brings the certain pride that we all share.
I'm Taylor Schaefer, and I'm also on the swimming and diving team. And I've also noticed that swimming is an individual sport, but well, of course, but the team makes a big difference. And it through high school swimming, I noticed that best times, the importance of best times are less defined by what's shown on the clock, but more by the more important best times are the moments that you spend with your team. So it just kind of shifted my view of what really matters. And I think that it reminds me of why I chose swimming as a sport, because I love spending time with the team and being in the water. So yeah.
One hope I have for future athletes is try out for any sport you're interested in, and you can meet a lot of new people just at the tryouts. Not even if you don't make the team, you'll meet friends that way. I didn't play lacrosse or field hockey before I went to St. Francis, and I'm now on varsity as a senior. So it's definitely anything's possible. You can, if you work hard enough, you can make it to any level you want.
And I really hope that the people applying to this school or deciding whether or not they want to come to St. Francis, they really think about the community we have here, and they don't take that for granted. Because coming in here, I didn't really know many people. And I know during my freshman year golf tryouts, I was super, super nervous. And I remember this one older guy, he was a junior, his name was Noah, but he really just took me under his wing, and he really just helped me calm down and collect myself. And it told me it just wasn't a big deal. We were here to have fun, and we were here to really just appreciate the time we had.
I just wanted to say basically, coming to St. Francis, just have an open mindset, try all the sports, just like Sydney said, and just do your best, really work hard, because you never really know what's going to happen. You can come out and be the worst player on the team your freshman year and be the best player on the team with 15 offers your senior year. So anything is possible if you just work hard and put your mind to it, and your teammates are going to help you out.
Yeah, adding on to what Carson said, and also adding on to what Sydney said, just kind of be open to anything and try everything that you want to do, and don't be nervous to go out for whatever. I know I took dance my freshman year as a class, not knowing that we were going to be doing ballet, which is super interesting, and though I had to get ballet shoes and all that kind of stuff. But that class honestly really helped me with my core strength and my footwork on the football field, because I did try out for football and I played football freshman year, and also soccer as well. And then it also just kind of added on to track and all my other sports. So if I hadn't done dance, I feel I wouldn't really be the athlete I am today, and I wouldn't have gone out for so many sports. So just really doing what you want and what you feel like doing at St. Francis. The community is super open to whoever wants to try out whatever.
And I would just say, be open, like the rest said, but also have fun, because at the end of the day, it's all about if you're happy or not and what you enjoy. And then you never know. The sport might not be for you, but if you have fun, it might be better than what you expected.
It's very cliche, but time does go really fast, especially at St. Francis. It's really hard for me to believe that I'm going into college next year and I won't have the season from St. Francis to look forward to. So like my advice is just like don't take it for granted.
And I just encourage anyone interested in St. Francis to enjoy the process. Like, this is such an exciting time. And I mean, yeah, don't take it for granted. Look forward to all the opportunities that you have and really immerse yourself in everything that you can get involved in.